little bit of sprinkles, so I'll try to make my remarks brief. But my name is Tyler Holloman. I'm with Frontier Development Group. We are a vertically integrated real estate development, construction, and management company specializing in historic preservation and workforce housing. The building behind me was originally built in 1904 and served this community as a schoolhouse for over 100 years. When it was closed, a developer purchased it with plans to turn it into low-income housing. And when those plans did not materialize, a local group was formed, a local nonprofit that stepped up to save the building. That group eventually selected Frontier to acquire the historic portion and lead the renovation project. That group is the Chase County Old School Development District. I'd like to give them a round of applause today. We're excited to be reopening this building today as a 10-unit apartment complex for the workforce of Cottonwood Falls. This will be the first multifamily development that Cottonwood Falls has seen in over 50 years, and the demand shows it. We have had a wait list since we started construction, and we have a majority of the units scheduled to move in as early as next week. So yeah, we're very, very excited for that. Of course, this work is not possible without a variety of funding sources. I'd like to thank the Chase County Commissioners and the Cottonwood Falls City Council for their support of a Reinvestment Housing Incentive District, or an RHID, at this location. Matt Lindemood and his team at Citizen State Bank have been great local partners in providing construction and permanent financing. The State Historic Preservation Office, which I saw here today, worked closely with us to qualify the project for historic tax credits, which was a significant funding source. And then additionally, Kansas Housing Resources Corporation has provided crucial funding by way of a moderate income housing grant, Kansas Housing Investor Tax Credits, and most recently a revolving loan fund for the project. Without all of these pieces, this project would not have been viable and would not have been possible today. Additionally, I'd like to thank the subcontractors and suppliers that worked on the building, our historic consultant, Brenda Spencer, and lastly, our construction team, Frontier Construction, who are hiding in the background. I say it often, but historic preservation is not easy. It's tough work, and it's really the quality that you'll see today is really possible because of the long hours and the hard work and dedication that those guys and gals put into this building. So we're excited to get everyone in today. We'll have apartments open on both floors. We would encourage you to stick around, take a tour. We want to hear feedback. We want to hear any of your stories or experiences that you have with the building. And additionally, the Chase County Old School Development District Board is hosting a open house. Would encourage everyone to check out their building and some of the cool stuff that they're doing next door. But before we do that, I'd like to turn it over to a special guest we have here today. Ryan Vincent is the Executive Director of Kansas Housing Resources Corporation. Please join me in welcoming Ryan.
To be here today. It is so good to celebrate with friends. There's developers, there's lenders, there's all of the folks that it takes to make a development like this work. I really want to do a shout out to the group that saved this beautiful building. I walked into the first unit there on your left, which is going to be a home. And I saw the chalkboard with the memories. I think it was first grade, and I just paused for a minute and I reflected. I distinctly remember first grade with Mrs. Winans at Barrington Elementary, and there's folks probably standing around here today that have similar memories. This building has so many memories, and it's going to have so many more because of the work that you all did together. It takes financing, it takes builders, it takes friends and this community to be supportive of this. But ultimately, we're building all of these new homes for future generations in this beautiful community. So thank you. That means so much to me personally as a Kansan. And I've got to say, I've been so grateful to this Kansas legislature these past couple of years. We finally have real resources to be able to invest in communities like this one. We're able to create new homes and capture and save memories. But we've got to keep the momentum going. We've had a housing problem in our state for generations, and it keeps becoming a crisis. But we're finally addressing the underlying housing problem. And I bring that all up today because at the legislature right now, we've been fighting for resources to maintain resources. the very same resources like the Kansas Housing Investor Tax Credit, the Kansas Affordable Housing Tax Credit, and the Moderate Income Housing Tax Credit, or Moderate Income Housing Program that went into this very development. You know, without these resources, we don't have the ability to reinvest in our communities, in our memories. So I ask you to do your part, not only celebrating this development, but investing in our communities and having those conversations with your policymakers, your legislators. And I thank you for your partnership, and I look forward to celebrating new memories to come for years in this beautiful building. So congrats, Tyler. And
I just want to thank everyone for turning out today. We are just thrilled with the turnout for today. Of course, I want to thank Tyler and his group for doing a magnificent job. I also want to just take a moment to thank the community. That's what this is all about. It's a community comes together, and if they come together, we can do great things together. And so this is an example of that. So I want to thank the community. So, and I want to thank our new residents as well. So I'm going to give you that, and I'm going to get over here out of the way. All right.
Countdown.
Everybody count down with us. Are you ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.